Hi, I'm Derek, business systems coach. The difference between mediocre construction company, one that's just kind of getting by and not really doing anything amazing, and the one that is successful, excelling, profitable, growing, is going to boil down to your ability to manage the business. I'm sharing with you 3 areas of business management that you need to know in order to excel. All right, diving into it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Really, just click the button right now. Best way to grow your construction business, subscribe to the channel. All right, so jumping in, I'm gonna be sharing with you 3 different areas. The first one that you need to get right in order to excel in construction business management is leadership. And especially guys starting out, I was in that boat where, maybe you've got a crew of guys, you've got a few people in your business, you're the boss, so you kind of tell people what to do and try to be nice and get along with them and everything. But your ability to lead in a big way is gonna get you to that next level. And especially as you start to expand and grow, your ability as leadership, both in your hiring and leading your managers, is gonna be very key. So in hiring, leadership means you are taking your time, you've got a system in place, and that's my specialty, getting a system in place, but hiring in a way that you know that these people are going to last long term. You're not just hiring someone and hoping for the best. You're also making sure that they're going to fit inside your team and your organization, so that they're not just another warm body, but they're actually someone who's invested, and you're investing in them to help grow them as a person, help grow their skills, and make sure that they're a valuable part of your business. The second one I'm going to talk about is managers. Leading managers is like another level of leadership, because now you've got to be very explicit about what you expect. You got to be very explicit about the communication you provide to them, because that communication is going to funnel down to your on-site labor, your workers, your guys that they are managing. So you have to be very upfront and open of like, hey, this is how much time we have for this job. This is how I want you to communicate with the guys. This is what I expect from you every day, filling out these reports, calling clients depending on what they're doing, running budgets. If there are problems, I expect you to call me or send me an email or message or whatever. I expect you to learn the software and follow this system. It may be difficult and you may not get it right away, but this is very important. If you need anything, you need to tell me and explain to me what you need. So all these kind of things where, as a leader, you need to be very clear and keep those lines of communication open, and constantly be coaching and helping your managers to grow, because your business is going to be capped at you. If you can only, if you're wearing all the hats still and managing your projects, managing your finance and managing your sales and marketing, you can only grow so big, and you're going to be stuck because everything relies on you. In order to get to that next level, you'll hire people to manage those positions, but your business can quickly fall apart if you don't have the systems in place, as well as the leadership ability and processes to ensure that that you're leading the leaders who are your managers. So not going to keep going on forever on this. If you want specifics, more help, drop a comment. Do read the comments, reply to you, or you can check out the links and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the first thing, leadership. Second part of being an effective business manager, managing your business as a construction owner, is development. So developing your business. There's 4 different areas that you're going to be developing. Sales revenue is a huge one, right? You have to be able to be the rainmaker. You've got to be able to get out there, hit your sales targets, make sure there's always lots of work coming in, especially if you're going to be growing. You're going to need to be able to market and sell effectively in a bigger way. You can't just rely on word of mouth and hope the economy is good. That's not going to carry you through and not going to help you grow. You've got to probably be hiring people to help you with it, or just be able to do it yourself. But I don't know a lot of construction business owners that are going to be amazing marketers when it comes down to all the things that are available nowadays with ads and social media and all that stuff. That's a full-time position, best left to somebody else to be able to manage for you. The second part of developing your company is going to be strategy. So being strategic of when to buy equipment, who to hire, strategic partnerships for your referral partners, strategy just as pricing, or you're figuring out where you fit for your ideal client and which markets to pursue and which niche you're going to have. So there's a lot of strategic planning, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years out. Extremely important that you are looking forward and planning strategically what your business needs, not just where you are now, but what is your company going to look like in a year or 2 years? Are you going to need a new manager, a salesperson? Are you going to have to double your personnel? Are you going to have to raise your prices? So just figuring out what you're going to need and the steps to get there, so that you're slowly making progress and reaching that target where you want to be, 2, 3, 4 years out. The other part of development, which is very difficult and something is why I help a lot of contractors with this, is systems. Business management without proper systems you're going to be running all over the place, and it's not going to work. Your business is going to be, walking instead of running, probably crawling without systems. So what do I mean by systems? Lots of different areas, but generally the big ones are sales and marketing systems, your operations side of things, so your on-site operations, project management, things like that. Hiring and HR, another great place to have systems, the roles, expectations, responsibilities, training, lots that goes into it. And then of course your financial systems of keeping sure the money's flowing and everything's getting tracked. Yeah, just working together, right? And getting all those implemented in a way that makes sense and where your company's functioning at a higher level. So super important for construction business management. Again, if you want help with systems, reach out to me. That's what I do. It's what my company provides, done for you as well as done with you, systems, templates, worksheets, all that good stuff. So there's lots of help available if you need help with that. And then the final thing to develop with your business management is people. So you've got your systems, now you need to up your people, and investing in people, part of that leadership that we talked about earlier, is so extremely important. Being able to let them know that you're investing in them long term, you're training them, you're hiring them with a purpose. Hopefully their values and their future career goals align with your company. If they don't, hey, that happens. Not everyone's going to be a lifer and stick around. And nowadays, if you can have employees that stay around for a couple of years, you're doing well generally. And the ones that stick around longer than that are ones where there's a reciprocal relationship there, where you're providing a ton of value to them and they're providing a ton of value to you. You're paying them well, but you're expecting a lot, and you're building them up as a person and giving them a place to call home as far as like where they work, right? So that's the part of construction business management called development. Moving on to the third one. Still with me here? Take a little break, shake things up, drop a comment if you got any questions or want to know more about something or have an idea of like something that you want me to dive into on a more specific video, by all means. So the third area that we're going to be talking about is financials. Super important, and one that a lot of new construction business owners I talk about a lot, but they don't want to do it, right? Bookkeeping's a mess, receipts are all over the place, not really using any effective system. And the difference between like a $300,000 to $600,000 company and like $1 million, $2 million and plus company is the guys that are operating at multiple millions of dollars in revenue. They are checking their financials regularly, and that is a big part of what they do. So they are assessing the numbers, reading the reports, following the money, figuring out their overhead, their markups, seeing what the profitability is of the company, cost of goods sold, overheads. So when you have that much money coming in and going out, if you're missing stuff and you're not profitable, things can take a nosedive, and your business can really be hit on the rocks because you don't know where you're going, and you think because you have money in the bank, you're trying to like grind the wheels and everything that you have money, but in reality, when you look on paper, you're actually losing money, which is a common enough thing, and why a lot of contractors do go bankrupt or hit really hard times, because they're just not watching their financials and they don't have a system in place for alerting them or for even knowing, running reports and figuring out what's going on like a week-to-week, month-to-month basis. Super important. So the three areas of financials that you need to be looking at: marketing and sales, your KPIs, so key performance indicators, knowing your marketing and sales, like how much you're spending on marketing, how many leads are coming in, sales, how many sales have you made, what's the average job size, all these things, so that when you're looking, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months out, booking work, are we going to have a slow period? Do I need to, up my ad spend? Are we going to have hard times ahead? Are we killing it? Are we getting too many leads that we can't effectively close on because we don't have enough time to actually go out and quote or talk to the people? So knowing that side of the business is very important. Your financials. Second part of financials is analyzing reports. So having regular reporting, having your bookkeeper send these to you, or just running them yourself, is not very difficult. Usually you've got a dashboard that can show you a whole bunch of stuff right off the bat. But profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow, these are things that you should be checking depending on the size of your business, but generally weekly, at the very minimum monthly, knowing where you at, and 10, 15, 20 minutes just analyzing some reports can save you hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in lost revenue, or alert you where you need to change trajectory or maybe figure things out in a little bit different way when things are going not so well. So, and then finally, decisions based on numbers. So that's the whole point of having the financial information in place, is you can make decisions based on numbers instead of decisions of like how you feel things are going, right? And just making decisions is part of the business, side of managing your business. I won't go too far into that, but yeah, the difference again between the $300,000 $500,000 and the $2 million company is the decisions of the business owner, and which decisions are they making on a daily and regular basis. Are, you know, it's stuck in the minutia, the small decisions, or are they actually making big decisions and basing those off of numbers and being strategic and smart about it? So if you want help with this, check out the description below. There's a free course, How to Build a Business That Works Without You. Awesome course, get it for yourself. Wealth of great information on how to set up systems and start thinking about systematizing your business so you can manage effectively and build out your business management system. Also check out these extra videos up here. I've got lots of other videos on, you know, business management, on all the different, you know, systematizing your business and all that great stuff. So check out some of the other videos. See you on the next one.